My name is Damien Phillips. I've been incarcerated for 29 years, wrongfully convicted for a crime that I did not commit. My Uncle Jimmy had passed away, and most of our family were there in the projects. When we were leaving, me, my cousin, and one of my friends, we were stopped by the police who was out canvassing the area for this crime. They told us about the crime and what happened. And then they searched us and let us go because they said that we were too tall. The description that they initially gave was two people around 5'5". I was 6'2" back then. 6'3", going 6'4" now. There was no way I was going to be confused as somebody that was 5'5". I couldn't have been either one of them guys. So that's why they let us go, because we never fit the description. Antonio Hudson was the one that was arrested for this crime. And once he was arrested and he implicated me, the police took me and they said they were looking for me and wanted to question me about a number of robberies. They left me in the room for, I don't know how long. Because I know that it was in the morning sometime when I was locked up. When they took me in, it was like around 10 o'clock or something like that. When I left out of there, it was dark, dead of night.
You scared? Young, 20 years old.
He had been beaten on, he had been denied food, he had been denied bathroom, and he was exhausted and emotionally in a position where he felt like he couldn't win, and they were never going to let him go. This is psychological torture. This is nothing less than torture. If this were Guantanamo, it would be considered torture.
And here, just sign your name. This is what we were talking about. So I start signing my name on the pages. He signed my name on he just was pointing at where I signed at. I gave it back to him, and then they left out. And that was the first time that I actually saw the stake in my hand and was able to go through it. And I'm like, wow. I couldn't believe it.
So there are lots of reasons why people might succumb to a coerced confession or testify falsely. But conversely, a lot of us believe that confession evidence is sacrosanct. You know, if you're a juror and you hear about a confession, you tend to believe it because you think that you would never confess falsely to something. Well, you're not in the interrogation room. You're not under those pressures.
The primary witness that we were concerned with was Audrey Taylor. Fit the profile of someone that they would try and utilize because she is an individual who they thought they could manipulate.
I met Damien through my ex-boyfriend, which is my son's father. If I didn't testify, I would be in accessory. I would go to jail for the rest of my life.
Psychologists call this maximization minimization. It's a technique that a lot of police are trained in, where they'll come in and they'll say, if you don't do what I want, we're going to throw the book at you. You're going to get the maximum penalty. But if you do what we want, if you say what we want, you will get the minimal penalty. You will get favorable treatment.
He coached me as far as what to say on the stand. It was horrible. It was horrible. So I had to say what the prosecutor coached me to say from the statements they were taking. I told them that a lot of the information they were telling me to say is not true, or I didn't say it.
Damien's case is a really prime example of police misconduct and how police misconduct can negatively and irreparably impact on the determination of someone's guilt or innocence.
Detective Thomas Augustine is a well-known Philadelphia homicide detective, known for being corrupt. There's been at least 4 murder convictions that was overturned because of him. because it involved him tampering with evidence in some type of way.
They would have found a lot of evidence that would have supported the fact that Augustine was a dirty detective, but no one was looking. So if you can break through the perception that detectives and police officers are always tell the truth, we're going to get closer to being able to find the truth.
In these cases, we are seeing often what I refer to as malicious intent. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing is wrong. Their partners are aware of what they're doing. Their agency is aware of what they're doing, yet they're still being supported.
These people that's holding him and won't let him have his life.
During the course of my incarceration, I filed 8 post-convictions on my own through trial and error, learning and studying the law. And that really helped me, made me better to be able to navigate myself, and I help others as well, help other guys that was close to me to help them navigate the system and help them put their petitions together.
He said, I'm still learning also. He said, but whatever you need, I'm more than willing to help you. And I was like, you got a job here or anything? He was like, no. He said, I got time to help you. He said, I'm more than willing. So I was like, well, what do you want? Because people don't do stuff for free in jail. No, they want money. Everybody trying to make some money. They trying to make something happen. They trying to, so he was like, I don't want nothing.
When I came to prison, I was 19 years old. I had no criminal history, no prior criminal record. Fast forward, here I am, just turned 50. And looking forward to the grace of God letting me out of here.
One day, my son gonna walk through that door. A free man.